Hey, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings YouTube Atheist Community and Debate Night Fun. Is that right that time? Snowing a little tiny bit. It's blue sky, which is weird. Anyway, cold here. Cold. Just awful. Anyway, I really hate it. I canceled winter, but they still sent it. Damn assholes. So anyway, yeah, last night moved right along. Quite adequate. Fight all the way through. So, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, start off with unworshipped deity guy, or deity guy, or whatever his name is. Anyway, so yeah, he was doing his little, oh, I'm just a simpleton, and I can't do blah, 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 and rainbows and lollipop crap, and I was just in no mood for that shit, and so I just sledgehammered him brutally. Anyway, and then it just went downhill from there. Yeah, the whole night was just kind of contentious. But anyway, I think you got to do that shit. You got to wrangle all this crap out to find out, you know, what the real deal is. So anyway, yes, fighting's better than socializing. I know that doesn't sound right, but I just mean for the purpose of accomplishing something while we're here, yeah, it's probably best. Anyway, so it's pretty good. Moving on, poetry guy, won. He won. Yes, I'm sorry. I probably got a brain tumor or something, and that's why I can't remember anything anymore. But anyway, won something or other, or something won. Anyway, that guy, poetry guy, made a commercial. You know, it's 3.5 minutes long, so it's too long and too short. I mean, it's too short for an infomercial, and it's too long for a commercial. But whatever, it's something in between. And you know, it's pretty slick, and you know, uses you know, whatever professional style videos and whatever. I mean, it's, you know, just a nice. I mean, he's taking some sort of pregnancy video and turned it on its head and made it into an anti-pregnancy video, which is a very good idea. But yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it was responsible reproduction. Yeah, I just don't think there is any such thing. I mean, we sort of argued that last night. You know, people keep talking like, you know, there are things that are wrong. And there's a list of things that are wrong, right? And one of the things that's wrong is having kids when you have no money. But the other things don't have anything to do with money, so it's still wrong. All right, just because you haven't, you know, it's like rape and murder versus just rape. It's still irresponsible to have kids. There's no such thing as responsible child production, because it is an uncontrolled experiment. And you know, I sort of made the point that, you know, if you have money and you can give your kids the best, they're likely to be smart enough to know, oh, this sucks, and find life rather difficult and challenging. It's the poor who don't find life challenging. They just drink a lot of cough syrup and shit, and everything's okay. Yeah, well, trees want to do things. Anyway, yeah, it's windy and cold and just about as crappy as you can get, I think. Well, it could get crappier, obviously. It could be snow of some amount on the ground. It's just flurry snow. So anyway, yeah, it doesn't quite feel like Thanksgiving-ish weather, though. It is a little cold. But anyway, where was I? All right, so anyway, so post a link to the one guy. Yeah, I don't know why it's just gone. There's some other thing that was a subject. Let's see if I can find that. Dear. I did see an old Amazing Atheist video. I mean, it's not that old, a couple weeks ago. You know, and he's selling stuff again. I mean, e-bagging in the selling way. Like, some new idea. Oh yeah, he's going to get reporters, and he's going to get a newsroom, and he's going to get a blah blah blah, and he's going to blah blah. You know, it's just like, oh, whatever. Can't you just do this honestly? You know, and when you think of all the fees caught up in everything, like the PayPal fees and then the whatever promote-a-thon fees and all this other crap, and you're just saying, why don't you just beg for the money? You know, some sort of, you know, have people just send you cash or, you know, PayPal, and don't bother with websites and all that shit. But I guess they raise more money if they do this whole theatrical, I'm going to do something spectacular, invest in me thing to make their living. And yeah, I don't get it, frankly. Yeah, the only videos I would pay to watch are mine, frankly. But anyway, that's me. Ooh, ice. I forgot about ice. Ooh, I really don't want to do this ice thing again. I hate that. Anyway, yeah, it's not too bad here. Alright, steps aren't icy yet. So, good. Really, brutally tight, cold. Stream is still warm enough. I guess it just couldn't quite freeze up that hard because it's cold. 20s. Yeesh. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, amazing anything. It just kind of sucks. Anyway, alright, what other things are in the news? Old fan's working on her shit. Well, stuff. Oh, very nice, very good, excellent. School, blah 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 blah. College, blah blah blah. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody else must have done something interesting. Oh yeah, Mannix the Pirate isn't dead. And oh, what a surprise! Or who cares? Yeah. So anyway, that one's kind of funny. But anyway, I mean, you kind of knew it was bullshit, and even if it wasn't bullshit, it's that whole cry wolf thing, blah blah blah. Who cares after a little while? I didn't care. Like after about 15 seconds of Mannix the Pirate, I was about, oh, I think I've had enough of this guy. So yeah. See if anybody else closed their account or something. I don't know. Somebody do anything weird and strange. And not much. So I did some determinism videos, blah blah blah. All the conversations kind of wound down. No responses to my responses, kind of thing. So I guess we'll have to wait till it restarts again. Kind of waiting on Hofladay's response, but haven't gotten one. Yeah, some guy PM'd me some kind of whole spiel. I guess I could read that and respond to that, but you know, I got my own agenda to work on. Have some ideas. You know, need a little work. So maybe I'll do that this week. Try to get my stuff more organized. I want to do some work on the website. Haven't done any of that. So you know, lots of crap to do. Barklord's made a few videos from whatever Hell's bathroom. Yeah, he's living in Hell's bathroom. Lots of bodily functions going on in his apartment. None of the fun kind. You know, living with the you know, the whatever you call them, losers, you know, assholes, dirtbags. Yeah, and he's finding it all interesting and charming because they need him and all that crap. But he's probably going to be, you know, you're going to find him, you know, drowned in his own bathtub by the evil. You know, they're just gonna rob him blind or do some, whack him on the street or do something, steal his 50 cents he got from work, his 50-cent bonus. But whatever, he's a grown man. He knows how he can play the game. I just found that you can't win. You know, you can try to help people, but most of the time they're just going to grab you and drown you with themselves. They're gonna try to take you down with them. You know, and they think that's an expression of their love and admiration for you. Yeah, that they would like to drag you down and kill you. But yeah, it's very hard to make it work. And when there's a gang of them, you just know the odds are against you. One of them is gonna fucking burn you down. And I wouldn't get too fucking romantic about that. Yeah, it ain't gonna be good. So anyway, for that, it's interesting. I don't know, is there any other news? A lot of weird shit in the world. You know, a lot of, you know, people are just we're so close to not a productive revolution, but just a revolution of a bunch of lunatics with homemade, you know, bazooka launchers and shit. Bazooka launchers? Yeah, they have a bazooka inside a mortar, inside a cannon. But I mean, yeah, I mean, they got all kinds of mod weapons out there, and everybody's going to be modding everybody into the dirt. So I think we're pretty fucked. And they're all going to be doing it for the Fed. Hey, the Fed's coming to get us. Gotta get the Fed. And they're going to be like, I'll be walking down the street and they'll be saying, "There's the Fed!" And they're going, you know, I'll be fucked. You know, I mean, people see there's the Fed right there. The Fed's behind that tree. Print money. Fed's print money. Yeah, that reminds me. Das Spook was in last night. We argued about the Fed and cash, you know, versus all the other bad pieces of paper in the world. And people still just keep pretending like the government did it. The government ruined the economy. When the American people voted deliberately, willfully, for tax breaks for the rich. They voted for it. They voted for the war in Iraq, the second time George Bush won the election. So after he lied and wasted $1 trillion, they voted for him. So let's not pretend whose fault it is. You know, it's not the stars, it's not the clouds, it's not the Fed, it's the American asshole, the selfish fucktard. It's just so ironic. You know, they march on Wall Street and then they vote for an asshole who has its completely opposite values. Oh, amazing. Why they don't vote? Say, I told them. I sure showed them. I mean, I'm currently not voting, but that's, you know, I'm doing it intelligently. Yeah, there's a method to my madness, where their madness is just madness. But anyway, I was supposed to run, but it's really too cold, and now it's too late, because I wouldn't be running very far. And frankly, my back is fucked. I forgot about that. Yeah, my back is... I did something wrong in tiny chat, I guess. I guess it's not so tiny. It might be heavy chat after all. But yeah, I lifted something wrong last night. Or I probably did it during the day. So, probably did it the day before. That's usually the way the back thing works. But anyway, I'm all kind of gimpy. But every day there's some liability. Something's not working right. Yeah, I'm just a little sick of this. Yeah, it's all quite sickening. Anyway, I guess that's enough. Wearing gloves. Ooh, I hate wearing gloves. But man, it's cold. My fingers are cold even though I'm wearing gloves. Hate that. Oh, that's right, I hate everything. Alright, anyway. I think this is all enough. Maybe more later if I think of it. And such. But thank you to all the participants. It's kind of an active night last night. That's good. And appreciate it. And so forth and such and whatnot. And try to survive another week. See how it goes. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I had to go figure out how to hit the button. We rubbed it on. I think I'll take the glove off, I guess. Alright, till next time. Whoa, cold. Yeah, really cold. Windy. All this damn noise though, it's irritating. It's leaf blowers. Anyway, I was thinking about too, I'm doing the rag on Google, but I am going to try to put some better videos on the website. Just kind of get into the habit. You really can't afford to store too many more videos on the website, but if I make some good videos, maybe that's the place to put them. And do some different kinds of pages and whatnot. There's the guy making the noise. Anyway, but I also noticed a Google search, another dig at Google search, but they're not even indexing all the people's videos. So I noticed the other day I did a search on Inmendham, and not all the videos I made during the week showed up that were on the Inmendham channel. And then it's certainly true of the Just Say No to Kids channel. They didn't, when you did a search and then filtered for this week, and then sorted by upload date, it cut off, and it didn't show. The newest video it showed was 4 days old. So that's pretty much, game over in terms of a search function. I mean, you can't get, it's just revealed as garbage. When you're, when 4-day-old videos aren't showing up. What the fuck? I mean, there's just no excuse for that. There's no excuse for any of it. There's no excuse for having a fucking for-profit advertising company running the index of the internet. Yeah, it's such a bad idea. Anyway, way too windy and cold. So, this will be it, I think. Man, brutal. And such. Whew. Now I'm into the wind now. It's really harsh. So anyway, until next time.